Martina.
It's Simon.
And it is our third month in Japan.
Welcome to Eat Your Sushi.
So we were on a bike ride last week and something very interesting happened to us. So we were going down the street and there were all these like big, beautiful trees and they were kind of like, what'd you call them, landscapers?
Yeah, but there are some people doing landscaping there.
Like trimming the trees and branches. And I think they were actually like government workers because they had like helmets and vests and they were like trimming it down. And our experience in Canada of like construction workers and landscaping people, everyone's a little bit on the sour, grumpy side.
I've never really seen any happy construction workers. They always have the oversized orange vest and the yellow hat, and they always
like this, like.
There's no joy or passion when it comes to construction and landscaping, from my experience at least.
I'm sure they're very happy people outside of work, as most people are.
But not inside
of work. So we're coming towards them on our bike, and I'm thinking to myself, they're gonna be grumpy and sour. And instead, they rush to move all the stuff out of our way.
Yeah.
And she pulls back the little like wand that she has, and they're like smiling and nodding
Smiling
at
and
us.
bowing at us? Like, shouldn't you be spitting in my general direction? Why are you so happy at your work?
And it wasn't just like the first person, it was like passing like a row of people.
Yeah.
And everybody was kind of like, oh, like.
And all the uniforms were also like well fitted as well and clean, and they were all like well shaved as well.
Okay, a week goes by. We are driving down the street and there is construction going on. Like road construction with drilling and all this kind of stuff.
Right, and this girl is actually like spraying down something on the street. She's got like a high-powered industrial hose spray.
She's got the serious look, you know?
But then when we're about to come, like ride past, we're like, okay, I'm probably gonna have to stop. She runs to pull her hose out the way and smiles and bows.
And she's like,
why? Why didn't you spray me with your hose for getting in your way and knock me over? How are you so happy?
I don't know if you guys have the same experience in Japan, or if it's the same experience you have in North America.
What are construction workers like where you're from?
Yeah.
Because here they seem like they really like their job.
Unnerving.
I'm very unnerved.
I love our neighborhood.
Okay, what happened?
I was outside taking pictures of our garden and our sweet neighbor called me across and she told me she really wanted to give me peonies from her garden, but she hadn't seen me in a couple days. And she took me into her magic garden. Ducky, my garden is so stupid. Her garden is like a lush forest with like a fountain and like it's amazing. And she's like, it's so small. I'm like, mine is a micro garden. And she brought me all, and she pointed out to me like, this is this flower, this is the name of this one, this is what this one's called, this is this one. It was like being with my granddaddy in Japanese grandma format.
That is really, really sweet. I love our neighbor so much.
I balled up and almost cried and couldn't tell her. I was just like, thank you, sweet grandma next door. She told me to bring this over to you so you can smell it.
It smells wonderful.
It smells like candy.
Oh my god, it smells so good. I love our neighbor so much. Okay, let's go bring her the omiyage margarita. Yeah, where is it?
I'm gonna get it.
What did we get her?
We got her gochujang in a tube, and we got her Korean ginseng masks for her face.
Okay. You're gonna go share with your new best friend?
What is Mira's eating?
He's eating one of the plants he just dropped.
Mira's. Hey, Becky, come with me.
I'm not coming outside.
No, she wants you to see her too.
Oh, is that right? I can't bring the camera like this.
Turn the camera off.
Okay, but let's give it to her. You're so pretty like this.
Turn off the camera.
Now the second story kind of pertains to me more than to Martina. As you saw in our house tour video, I'm playing Fallout 4. Here's a very bizarre situation. When I wanted to play Fallout 4, I went onto Steam and I tried to buy it on Steam.
Wait, what's Steam?
Steam is like the online platform for buying games, kind of like the iTunes of games, you could say.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that kind of makes sense.
Gotcha.
So I went to Steam, like, okay, I want to play Fallout 4. I went to check out, I entered my credit card information, which is Canadian, and they said, no, because you live in Japan, you can't use a Canadian credit card. So then I tried to pay via PayPal, and they said, well, your PayPal account has to be in Japan if you want to buy a game in Japan.
Which, P.S., that makes no sense.
Right.
I understand
Just
that.
take my money.
No.
Like, why? I want to give you money. For my iTunes and for Netflix, I'm able to pay via my Canadian credit card. Why can't I do so via Steam? So I thought to myself, this is it. I built a game PC. I won't be able to do anything. But then I found an option that says you can pay via the Konbini. So I'm like, okay, what is this? I clicked on it and it said, here are the different convenience stores that you could pay for the game. I pressed the pay button and then it emails me a receipt with a specific number. I read the instructions. I had to take this receipt to the convenience store. So I wound up going to a Lawson's.
The Konbini.
The Konbini. In the Lawson's, they have these like electronic booths in which you could buy tickets. So for example, you could buy them for the Sailor Moon Cafe, you could buy them for Studio Ghibli Museum, you could buy them from anything.
If you come to Japan, people want to come and go to Studio Ghibli, but you actually have to either pre-buy the tickets in advance and then get them from this machine and print them out, and it's super confusing.
So I went to the machine, I entered in my receipt number and I pressed the pay button and it printed out a long receipt like this. I had to take this receipt to the cashier and I had to pay the amount on the receipt. Again, I couldn't pay with my credit card, which I could pay for everything else on my credit card. I had to pay with cash. Now what's bizarre is that once I wound up paying with cash, she took the receipt and she brought it over to a fax machine. 30 to 40 seconds after she put through the fax, I got an email saying, "Thank you for paying for your game." This is the most amazing yet convoluted experience I've ever had to try to buy a digital item. The whole point of Steam is that I want to be able to stay home in my underwear with nacho cheese on my fingers so I could play video games and the disgusting filth. I do not want to have to go outside and be presentable and to like put on clothes and shit. I want to be a dirty, slobby gamer and I'm not allowed to do that in Japan. Oh yeah!
Ducky, you have to play. This was the best game I ever played.
Oh yeah! Transform into an ass-kicking machine. So hot. That's amazing, look at that. Speaking of being covered in filth, it's time for the weekly challenge! So, because of our amazing Eat Your Sushi last week, a lot of people wound up asking that I wind up doing the no hands challenge.
I don't think they asked it as so much they demanded because it was really unfair that all I did was kai bai bo and that was it.
Seems like Martina's gonna feed me now.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your comments in the comment section because Simon wouldn't have done it otherwise. Hey.
Hi everyone, it's time for me to have my lunch. I'm so excited. My wife has packed the lunch for me today and I can't wait to see what she's made. I get so happy about it. I'm scratching my beard. I'm just so excited to eat right now. Wow, I wonder what we have here in this paper bag. Oh, what's this first thing that we have here today? This is, oh my God, celery. This is, you know, my wife would really love it to have celery. I just wish that she could be here right now. Time for my first piece. Oh my God. So good. I like to let the celery dangle out my mouth because of the fibers that are just stuck there. Oh wow. You know what? I changed my mind. I didn't even just leave it out on the ground. Oh boy, I'm full. I should probably stop eating. Well, look like we have more. You know what? Do you like noodles? Do you like bread? How about noodles in bread? That just seems like the most balanced kind of meal. Especially after I had so much celery. And it just takes forever to chew. Okay, whoa. Can you smell that? It's just like, you could smell how good it is. This is fine, you know, I would eat this on its own, but you know what? I really want to have a lot of mayo on this. And by a lot, I just mean a little bit of mayo on this. You know, my shoulder was so sore, I just really had to massage oh my God. You know, there's nothing wrong with mayo, especially when it's in such plentiful amounts like this. I think maybe we should talk about this a little bit more. You know, let's see what else we have. Oh my God. That's a lot of mayo. It's so creamy. I missed my mouth totally. I didn't miss it that time. Mayo is so vinegary here. Really special mayo. You know what? I like how there's little pieces of my mustache trapped in there as well. If only I had something that I could wipe my, you know what? I just like to leave it sometimes because I'm just so passionate about my wife's cooking. She's a very special girl. I like the meals that she makes for me. You know what? I just gotta say I have a little bit of rumbling in my stomach, and the quality of air that people breathe behind me really depends on how well I'm gonna be fed. So I would just to the people that might be behind me on the bus, just they should be aware that if I have a good meal, then their air will be a lot better. What's this we have here? This is, I literally don't know. My wife has so many surprises for me. Oh, this looks like mochi with, yep, it looks like mochi covered in like they're so soft. You know, like you just like, I like to pat them to make sure that they're really, really fresh. This one is super fresh. Whoa. Oh, that was a surprise red beans in there. You know, sometimes when you just think, I'm gonna have a good mochi, well, sometimes people put in beans. Well, I think I've had enough of these beans, but no, I'm gonna just grab them. The powder. You know, my parents never taught me how to wipe my hands in between meals, so that powder mixed with the tanginess of mayo is just so good. I just want to touch myself sometimes, especially my nipples, which I love being touched. Oh my God. You know what? I'm so stuffed right now, but I just can't help myself. A yogurt? Yogurts are so great. They really are a part of a balanced diet because you saw I had before the vegetables and then the carbs with the copious amounts of mayo and then the beans of the mochi. How about, I should bite this off. Oh yeah, you know, sometimes I get really passionate about opening yogurts. They're just so good. This yogurt has some, let me open it. It's so hard for me with my little tiny fingers. Wow. I'm trying. I just, you know, I don't want to. You know, my hands are just so, you know, I really want that though. It's really gonna add flavor to it. You know, just pure yogurt's fine on its own. Just, I really could have used some of that sweetness, but it's just child-proof, you know. It's definitely child-proof. Oh my God. You know what? I love celery so much that I think celery would be the perfect utensil for eating. Oh, boom, boom, boom. I'm reminded of my childhood sadness. That's plain. Just pure, healthy yogurt. Oh, it's so good. I don't know what to do now. Oh, you know what? I just want to use my fingers all the time. I'm so excited. You know, I'm glad that I'm shooting this video by myself because if anybody else was around me and saw how disgusting I eat on my own, I'd be really embarrassed. Is that it for today? That's it for today. Wow. Oh, no, wait. There's more. I feel like this is an infomercial for seeing myself sad. Well, what else is here? I don't even know what this is. This is scrambled eggs. Just scrambled eggs. You know what? I can really go for some. I'm just so caught up right now. Oh my gosh, I really want to have some scrambled eggs. I'm so excited. Scrambled eggs. I don't even know how to open them. You know what? It's better not to open them because we've already had so much. I think our diet is complete. What's this? Oh, okay. Maybe if I just bite into it. Okay. Did I open a big enough hole in there? Let me see. I just like to do it like a juice pack, you know, just like scrambled eggs. Oh, that was a mustache here. Let's keep going. Oh my God! I just got it all on my fingers. Yep, this is so good. Oh. Whoa. That's actually really good. Wow. Well, I think that's it for today's lunch. We're all through. I've had such a pleasant meal today. Thank you for coming along and sharing this special moment with me. I'm so full in the stomach. I'm sure everything is digesting perfectly well right now. Really feel bad for the people sitting behind me. No, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I'm just gonna honk my nose. Whoa, PU. I definitely should have wiped my hands first before plugging my nose. If only I had a napkin, but no, I don't. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you later.
Our first question comes from our website from Unicorn Scotch, who says, we all know the kind of relationship you have. I mean, it makes us say, Simon and Martina, hashtag relationship goals. Now, is there anything or something absolutely annoying or something either one of you don't like about each other?
I love everything about you.
That's exactly what Unicorn Scotch requested you not to say.
It's difficult because there's nothing. When we had flaws in the first part of our relationship, we discussed them and then we got over them and then we fix ourselves and we keep on trying to improve ourselves for each other.
Right, but she didn't say anything you hate about the other person. She said something annoying or something that you don't like about the person.
I love everything about you. You
baloney.
are
baloney pants.
Sunshine.
Question, how do you feel about me taking my bobby pins and scattering them throughout the house?
It's not fun. It's not the best part of you. But
I'm not trying to do malicious. I'm trying to say I've got too many hair clips in. I take them out and then I go, and I just leave them wherever I took them out.
I believe it's because you have a limited amount of energy per day and you can't spend it.
Even if I had tons of energy, I'd be like, bleh. How about when I take off my hoodies and put them on the back of the chair?
That's fine.
Until I create a layered cake of hoodies.
It's totally fine.
You love that?
I'll just hang them up one by one. That's great.
You have no problem with me doing that.
It's the best part of you, love.
How about how much you love? I can't throw away boxes.
Why can't you throw away boxes? We don't need all the boxes.
Because you can put things in them.
Okay, so
you
let's
can
be honest.
organize the cupboard by putting olive oil in the boxes.
I think the only thing that is annoying is that we just have different standards when it comes to houses and how we
where
want to
you
live
tread,
in the house.
mister. You be careful where you're
treading. I just think
treading.
we have different ideas of what's acceptable and what's slobby. Because what I do is acceptable, and what you do is slobby. That's just very different.
Shots fired. You mean
fine.
how you never put the toilet seat down? Look. I had to get to the point where I had to write a sign that was super passive aggressive with pink writing that was like, hey, please remember to put the toilet seat down. I'm talking when Simon pees. He lifts up both seats, and I imagine that he pees with his hands up like this, and he goes like this, and then I imagine him just moonwalking out the door like this. He doesn't touch anything, and in the middle of the night, I get up to pee, and I have fallen in the toilet.
I just don't understand how you could fall into a toilet. I've never fallen. Just put the seat down before you fall in.
No, because I go to the washroom at nighttime without
So
my
do
glasses
I.
on, and I don't put any lights on. I just use my blind senses to get there, and then I go, I better go to the
Put down the seat. Just look before
the lights are off.
Nobody just drops their pants and goes ass backwards into something. That's dumb. You can't fault me for your incompetence. That's your fault.
This is how Simon goes to the washroom in the middle of the night. It's like 4 in the morning, pitch black.
Right.
This is me sleeping. You. He turns on the washroom
But who
lights.
doesn't have their ass in the toilet water? Raise your hands. Me, because I turn on the lights and I look and I swear I sit before I shit. I use the washroom many more times a day than you do, and I have never once fallen ass backwards into a toilet.
Well, you know what? If you leave the seat up and it's nighttime and I check, sometimes I touch to see if the seat's down, and then I stick my hand into the freaking toilet bowl, and I'm like,
you're supposed to touch the top. You don't like start like shoveling water like you're washing like a Biore commercial. Like this is you just you see at the top, you put that shit down, and then you sit on it.
If you just put the seat down, then it will be fine. And now you have the answer to your question on unicorn scotch.
Stupid question.
Oh. I was gonna go to the washroom. Then I saw the seat was up.
Oh.
What happened? What happened there?
Well, you know, I had to dump coffee in there.
It's nighttime. There's no coffee dumping. You peed.
Well, I just wanted to make
I'm on to you, Simon Stosky.
I'm on to you, Martina Saznik.
I have 4 middle names. Get them right. You have none.
Martina Christina Bucklebelly Saznik.
You missed 2 of them.
Thank you to Casey, Jenny, and Christina for your postcards.
And thank you very much to Felisa, Lisa, and Julia for your cards as well.
You're so bad at remembering names.
I can't remember names.
You're
Simon always
so
wants me to
bad.
memorize them, and I want to be like
Remember.
Felisa, Lisa, and Julia.
Thank you to Cora from Saskatoon for this amazing package of Reese peanut butter cup stuff and a whole bunch of Peeps and lots of candy, which I'm sure would be appetizing on a normal day, but right now I feel rather queasy.
I think I might like food that doesn't look like it's real food from childhood. So please pick me a mustache.
All right, time for your mustache. Here you go.
Why'd you put it upside down?
Because it's a special one. Oh yeah, hot stuff right there.
But it's upside down. Nah, 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 no.
Oh my God!
Look
you
at this.
see this memers right here? Look at him. Is he hugging or is he humping the tree?
He's probably humping the tree.
Probably humping it.
I'm Sailor Martina. Did you notice?
That's really cute. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to Michael and Simona from Austria for the amazing package. How did meat wind up getting through customs? I have no idea.
I just smelled like hardcore coffee
Look
in
at
here.
this.
These
We
are
have
like legit pieces of meat.
Thai roller chili wurzel. These
this
are
is
chili sausages.
Schinkenken speckle.
Okay.
The old Waringen.
I have no idea what that
Oni
was great.
Zakusin von Gershna Smacken. Smacken Starkacken. Wirkenhan Guastin. Lactokg and Glutenfrel.
This smells
Is it
like our
spicy?
European tour.
Oh my God,
Oh
so
my gosh.
good.
Bring this
I
away.
love this kind of mystery meat that arrived in the mail. Oh my God.
Oh.
Our European background.
Ah, the Europe.
Oh. Duck, I hate to break this to you.
What?
My mustache is not gonna make it.
It's not. Is it gonna fall off?
It's slowly. Ow!
Okay.
This is an awesome box. This is from Jenna. We met Jenna at our Chicago fan meet. She was actually one of the nasty volunteers.
Yes.
And she sent us this lovely package filled with.
My beard was so long back
Look
then.
at that! Oh my
Whoa.
God!
Damn.
Look at Simon's pirate beard.
I look so
Burly.
unkempt back then. Yes,
Huge
more
bottle of
ranch.
ranch.
I always need more ranch.
Kiki's delivery
Ziploc
service.
bags!
You know you could just open it from the zip top.
Ziploc bags!
Jello.
Oh my gosh, Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah, your favorite. Jenna really packed you a whole bunch of your
You
favorite
know
things.
me so well.
You know what else? She got us poopery. So perfect for today's conversation.
Right.
Jenna, great package.
This is amazing.
Something really satisfying about these cards.
That is super amazing.
Amazing.
And for the winner of last week's Capsule Toy Challenge, we wound up asking you what are 2 pet names we call each other. Everybody pretty much already knew Ducky, but very few people knew another name, T-Baby with 3 Ys, wound up saying Ducky and Pancha. And I have no idea how you heard us call each other
I definitely
Pancha.
called you Pancha on TV.
But where? I don't remember any video because very few people know this. Pancha is kind of like a Polish word. It's like an affectionate term for somebody that you love love, and Martina sometimes calls me Pancha, and it's really, really sweet. And I'm amazed that you know that you deserve the capsule toy.
I call him Pancha because he used to call his cat Muffins. Muffins would talk to him and call him Pancha. Muffins would be like, Pancha, why won't you pet me?
Just to let you know, our cat didn't actually speak. We just imagined that, but there you go.
And now for the giveaway of the Godzilla cookies from our Oshima video. If you did not watch our Oshima video, we asked you to find all the Godzillas that were hidden throughout. Wow, do I regret doing that? Because there were Godzillas that I put in there on purpose, and then there were like 2 Godzillas that accidentally got in that I didn't even know. Like there's a shot of me with the bunnies, and I was holding Godzilla in my hand.
Unintentionally. That wasn't meant to be for the video, but it made it in there.
But you guys saw it. One guy was, or maybe girl, I actually don't know your name if it's a guy or girl, really narrowed it down perfectly. And that was Senu, S-E-N-U, Labanak. He said there are 17 unique locations for the Godzilla toy, which is true. 19 including the 2 images that I put up that were not the toy. 20 including the one on the cookie box. And they said we're not counting repeated scenes, right? So congratulations for nailing that. If you guys are surprised about the answer, here's a recap of where they all were.
And for next week's capsule toy giveaway, we ask you, what are 3 different Martina's Midnight Munchies videos that you want to doing? We already just published a black bean one, so don't talk about that one. But what are some other 3 more that we've done?
By we, you mean me.
Well, I'm there also. Like whenever you cook, I make sure that I rub my face on the cat. I didn't do it for the last one.
Pretty sad. Because you were upstairs playing Fallout. I was making brownies and you were upstairs playing Fallout. And sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but for the next couple of weeks, our Eat Your Sushi segments are going to be on hold because I have to fly back to Canada for a family emergency, and Simon will actually be staying in Japan to take care of the animals.
I would have come with her as well, but we don't have close enough friends yet that we could trust with our animals, so I'm going to be staying behind. It's going to be really tough because Martina and I are never apart. So
this will actually be the longest we've ever been apart.
For us being apart for 2 weeks, I have no idea what I'm going to do, how I'm going to survive. Probably just like cry all day.
No, you'll be okay. And you can film from home while you lie in a pile of nacho cheese.
In my own filth and tears.
Oh, Bucky, don't be that way.
You know what? I have now is the time for me to try lots of things on my own that I haven't been able to do. And like for example, I could, try finding that gym now that I haven't been able to find, and I could, practice cooking meals for one. And I haven't really sobbed into towels on my own.
You're gonna watch The Notebook?
So I'm gonna do that as well, and I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Do I ever cross your mind? Anytime. Bye guys, I'll see some of you in Toronto and the rest of you I'll see on the internet.